in this case does not necessarily mean best for the species, it means best overall. So all of these alternatives, this is something that should the region apply for a permit, we will be looking at all of those alternatives from our perspective under the Endangered Species Act. The second test is that all reasonable measures to minimize impacts on the species, in this case habitat, is not applicable because it would be outside of regulated habitat, have been or will be undertaken as per the permit conditions. And the final test is that the minister will be of the opinion that the permit will achieve overall benefit for the species, which means that at the end of the day, we have to be of the opinion and advise the minister that as biologists, we are of that opinion and that we advise her to accept our recommendation, if we get there, is that the species is going to be better off. And that's the test. And as hard as it is to accept, sometimes the act, the way it has been set up, is that it can allow for some individuals in the process to potentially be killed. It's true. However, we look at it from a population level, and we have to ensure that overall the species is going to be better off.
Can I just add one more quick question? If the species is limited in their ability to migrate, does that not create a larger problem? And I don't have the scientific jargon, I'm sure, I think you know exactly what I mean.
Buffer zones are only 300 meters from the surface of the pond.
It will kill itself out.
Absolutely, which is why the regulation not only protects occupied ponds, such as this one, where we know there's salamanders there, but it also protects any potential ponds that are suitable for its breeding. So a pond that does not have any Jefferson salamanders in it right now, but that has all the characteristics that make it suitable for Jefferson salamander to breed there, does get captured in the regulation, which is why we have this pond here. There's no salamanders right now in this pond. There's no Jefferson salamanders. However, it is within the prescribed kilometer of the known breeding pond. And so the intent of the regulation is not just to protect what's there, because obviously you don't recover a species by protecting the status quo. You have to allow for the species or the population to expand in the cases where that's the limiting factor, where they are under the capacity that the habitat can provide. So this is exactly what this map is getting at.
Thank you very much. Sounds like they're at more risk than we are.